What's up, y'all? Erroneous here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I will be doing a content creator challenge, and this challenge is called the Balance of Power Challenge. So it's for the content creators. We are going to be using older champions that were rebalanced in the future and now are hopefully better than they were before. They should be, right, if they're rebalanced. But I'm going to be fighting in Classic Arena with older champions that were rebalanced and see if I can place in hopefully top 5 of the creators. I doubt it, but we'll see how I do. Maybe I can get top 5 place, and maybe I can get even first. Maybe I can get first place out of the top 5. Who knows? But here is the rules. Let me just pop that up really quickly. So see here. So with regards to the rules, it says fight in Classic Arena, 10 opponents. Using a team that must consist of only rebalanced champions from the list below. And I do have that list, which I will show in a second. We have to score as many wins as possible and shall determine that the winners are determined by the number of victories and the average battle time that we have with those victories. We can only use rebalanced champs from the list that they gave us, no mythical champions. We can change the team between opponents or retries if we want to. Gold or platinum tier only, no duplicates of the rebalanced heroes. You cannot fight opponents with fewer than 4 champions like low level chickens in defense. You have to refresh the list of opponents at least one time on camera, which I will make sure I do at the beginning of the challenge. And you can't use the test server, and you must use your own account. I can't even use the test server anyways. I don't have access to it. And I am using my own account. I'll discuss a little bit about the champions. I'll try to go in some depth if I can. It's hard because I'm not trying to waste a ton of silver on this if I can help it. I'm on my free-to-play account, so I don't want to blow through all my silver. Just make sure you like the video, slap a like on it. Really would appreciate that. It really helps me out. And leave in the comments down below when I do go over the list of champions, which champions have you rebuilt since they're rebalanced. So we're going to give out some advice in this video. Also, I'll make sure to refresh the opponents that I have on camera at least once. We're allowed to refresh up to 3 times if you don't like the list of opponents. Once you lock in your opponent's list, go through the battles while skipping the ineligible teams. And we can't skip valid ones. If you had to skip any number of battles due to reasons described above, once you're done with all the valid opponents, refresh the page once and fight the remaining battles out of the 10 total, starting from the top. You cannot pick and choose easier opponents on the second list. On the first list, I can. On the second list, I can't. So we're allowed to retry battles if we lost. So there's that. Then I want to go over the rewards for you guys as the viewer. So in the comments down below, make sure you put your codes. That's UIDs. And if you don't know what that is, go straight to here. Go to your info, go to player ID, copy this player ID, put it in a comment down below, and also notate in the comment what rebalanced champion you actually use now and where do you use them. So again, copy your UID, paste it in the comment down below. Where do you use one of these rebalanced champions? So you'll win, and I'll do it at random. If I get a reward or come in first, second, or third, or fourth place, fifth place, then we'll make sure that we get a giveaway going for everybody. So 5 winners of the giveaway can receive a legendary skill tome, rank 5 chicken, 200 energy, and 4 sets of 50 multi battles. That's really nice. So that goes out to you guys as the audience. So free rewards just by leaving your UID down below and potentially get a chance at free rewards. So in terms of the champions, so here's the list of champions here. So we've got Togrin the Conjoined. I don't have them. I just marked the people in green that I currently have and own. And all these champions in green, I believe I built them to, so all of them besides Manaya, who's in orange, I've built them to 6-star. Now, Elagaeus is a strong champion now, in my opinion. I do utilize him in Faction Wars. I've always utilized him in Faction Wars, and he's always been really strong. So Elagaeus, let's take a quick peek at him. I will be utilizing him in today's video. Sorry, not Elagaeus, Gamaran. Elagaeus I have used in Faction Wars, but he still is very strong in Faction Wars because he can take a pretty heavy hit and survive the boss. I had to utilize him at rank 5 in order to beat normal mode Faction Wars way in the past at this point. It's probably like maybe 1 or 2 years ago at this point when he came out. But yeah, decent champion, old but gold. He does have a decent skill here where he puts the target's skills on cooldown, also places block buffs. I could have used this guy, by the way, and try to build him. I didn't build him. I was considering it. He's actually really strong if you just build him really fast and put someone's skills on cooldown, and then chance of removing buffs as well. But I'm using somebody else instead. So the next person is going to be Diamant Copper Coin that I have. So Diamant, maybe I'm not spelling it right. Here he is. So Diamant, I will be utilizing this guy. I'm putting him in somewhat decent res. He's kind of slow. Most of my champs are going to be slow just because of my gear. I am taking off decent gear from my champions to try to utilize these guys. Oh, I did not put a relic on him, but for a relic, I would probably try to go for some resistance and some speed if I can help it. Something like this, where we could survive a hit. So I think I'm going to do this because we can actually, turn meter increase effects are 10% more effective with this socket gemstone. So we're going to do this. And we get an additional 28 res. So he's kind of like my speed manipulator, or in terms of filling my own champion's turn meters, increasing duration of debuffs, or buffs rather, on the team. Intercept, increase resistance, strengthen on the team. And then he can convert the debuffs into buffs, which is nice. And then he has speed in all battles. And he can also heal our allies. Now, I don't have a legit reviver on my team, but my reviver is going to be Gamaran. So I'll go over him as well. There's no masteries on this guy, no books really other than the A2 and 2 and the A1. And yeah, again, total stats are here. 292 on the speed, 538 res. We're going with the 1-turn stone skin, God forbid, because we're probably going to lose the speed races, to be completely honest here. Norog is another champion I was considering bringing in, but I'm not going to do it. He's 236 speed, 406 accuracy, and he is fully booked, and he is fully mastered. I should bring in Norog, but he's not like the heaviest damage dealer, I'll be honest. He's decent, but he's not the best by any means. And he does place the debuffs right here, block buffs and decreased defense, but because of sheep, because of a lot of issues with stone skin, I just don't think I'll be able to get a lot of good usage out of him. The one thing I will say that's really great for him is his passive. Decrease the damage taken by all allies that are under no active buffs by 25%, and 15% if they have buffs. And then he's immune to all of the CC effects. So that is one upside to him. And then his aura is not even worth it. It's useless basically because it's arena. And yeah, so I'm not using Norog, but he is strong in faction wars for me. He's actually amazing in PvE. So Gamaran is the one I'm going to be utilizing. Gamaran here, I'm going to utilize him in a bolster set. He's got 80,000 HP, 281 speed, 551 on the accuracy, and there's no books in him. I just never booked him. He was never like super amazing. He was decent. He is good. He's just not amazing for PvP. He's better now with the buff, in my opinion. He's got the block active skills, lands on a higher rate if you book him out. It's 30% per hit block active, which is great against mythical champions. It's good against champs in general to block them out for 2 turns. That's strong. And then this is the ability where he can revive. It says revives a random ally on this passive, 30% HP, 30% turn meter each time an enemy is killed, and then revives a random ally with 30% HP again, turn meter each time a block revive debuff is placed on an enemy. So it is on a 1 turn if he's booked, but mine is not booked on anything here. So he's not going to be as strong. He doesn't have a blessing either. So keep that in mind. I don't have him fully booked, but I would go for the Unshakable, or I would go for Eagle Eye, because on his A2, he has an 80% chance of stealing all buffs from each enemy, and then applies a buff spread, taking all the buffs from this champion and placing it on all allies. So this is a very strong ability that was buffed, and I'm going to be trying to utilize this skill in battle if I can. I put him in a Molten Death Bell for 51 accuracy, and of course, turn meter increases when he's placing any of these debuffs, but he doesn't place any of those debuffs. I lied. He does place a True Fear. It says right here on his A3, if the target's alive, places a True Fear debuff on them for 2 turns and heals all allies by 20% of the target's max HP. If the target is a boss or minion, the healing is blah, blah, blah. Okay. The True Fear debuff cannot be resisted. Okay. So that's very, very strong, which means the Molten Death Bell will work. It'll allow him to gain 10% turn meter. So it is decent on him. It's only a rare relic, but it's better than nothing. So bolster hopefully keeps us alive. And then for my DPS, I'm actually utilizing on this list King Garog. So King Garog, I think he might be much better than he was before. I haven't used him since his buff, but here's my King Garog stats. 196 speed, 305 crit damage, low on the accuracy. He can place a stun on the A1, but I couldn't get his accuracy very high. I just want him to be full damage. I put him in a Malefic Talon for more crit damage at level 9. He has no books, and I put him in Soul Reap, and I only have these 3 masteries on him currently. So I don't have him built really, other than just swapping off my better gear possible. Let's see if I can upgrade this a little bit further. Damage there, so 307 crit damage. He'll hopefully do some damage. He does a double hitter here. The chance increases 75% for a stun if the target's turn meter is equal to or higher than 50%. So the stun is very, very helpful. And then this one attacks one enemy 4 times. Each hit ignores 20% of the target's defense. Each critical hit has a 50% chance of decreasing the Gore Maker skill by 1 turn, which is this one. Ignores 20% of each target's defense. Ignores a further 5% of defense for each buff on himself. So since he's going to have a stone skin on himself, he'll end up getting at least 25% ignore defense because he'll have 1 buff unless it gets stripped. It is on a 5 turn because I don't have it booked. Plus I'm missing out on an additional 20% extra damage. Now his passive is pretty nice. Increases his champ speed by 6, stacks up to 30. Crit damage by 7, stacks up to 35 for each enemy this champion kills in a round, and will not reset if he's killed. So that was a nice buff there. Whenever an enemy champion is revived, fills this champion's turn meter by 30% for each revived enemy, then places increased attack and increased crit damage buff on this champion for 1 turn. So we'll see how he does. I hope I do well. The other champs I have that are very good, notably, would be Manaya. She has a decent heal. She's pretty strong in terms of support. She does a heal continuous here. She does basically a full heal. Heals this champion and an ally with lowest HP by 30% of her max HP. 75% chance of placing heal reduction and a leech on all enemies. So that's pretty strong. If you have Coronar, even stronger. I don't have him though. And then heals all allies. So she's a big healer. And then she has speed in all battles. So she is strong. I don't have any masteries. I got her really late into playing this game, so I'm not utilizing her. I could have also utilized potentially Little Miss Annie. It's no relic. She's in Helm Smasher. She's not booked. She's in Phantom Touch, and she has attack in all battles. She does hit incredibly hard, but I'm not utilizing her in today's video. Supreme Aethel. I did a test on this champion in the past after her buff. She's still trash. I'm not utilizing her personally, but let me know what you guys think about Supreme Aethel in the comments down below. She does not have any books. She's in Polymorph. She needs accuracy. I wish they made it so that she didn't need accuracy at all, and then she would be a lot better. I don't think they should have her require accuracy at all. Hopefully she gets buffed again in the future. All right, so those are the champs I'm using. Like I said, do you have any of the champs I have? Do you utilize any of the champs that I'm going to be utilizing in today's video? Let me know. Again, codes in the comments down below. Notate which champions you use now that they are rebalanced. Okay, let's get right into arena. I'm not very far off plat, so these are going to be strong teams that I'm going to end up having to face. Let me remove my team here, and actually let me just put a really bad champion here just so we can get attacked in the future. But I did that kind of on purpose. So let's see what we got. These are going to be all pretty strong teams. Most of them are going to be fast. We could end up losing. Keep that in mind. So for this first one, I'm just going to go against them and see how we do. Let me go ahead. Oh, I haven't even actually made the team preset or anything yet. So let me go ahead and try to choose. I wish that we could get another quality of life where we can search in the collection here our champions that we want to utilize. If not, it does take a little while to find them just by sifting through. So I don't really like that, because you have it here, but you don't have it in the team setup planner. So please update that in the future. Makes it a lot easier for us to find them in that specific screen. So we've got Elagaius is the one I'm not using. I'm going to be using Gamaran. So Gamaran, I'm going to be using Diamant, King Garog. So King Garog's here. And I'm going to be using Lady of Ereth. I don't know if I actually showcased her. Let me go back to Lady of Ereth. So Lady of Ereth is like a healer. I didn't showcase her, but she has no masteries, no books, and I put her in Journal of Nekratos, the wearer's heals and turn meter increases. So she does have decent skills. She does a lot of continuous heals. Block damage. If the target ally is not fully healed, places block damage on them for 2 turns. If the ally is fully healed, fills the turn meter by 50% and heals allies equal to 50% of the surplus heal. That's why the Journal of Nekratos is so strong on her. I did put her in 1-turn Stone Skins. She's a little bit slow, but we'll see if we can do anything with it. And then I put her in Guardian set so she can absorb some of the damage initially. Now I could do this HP in all battles by 30%. I don't know if that would really work very well, and I need to at least take 1 turn. Hopefully this champion right here, Lady Mikage, doesn't just wreck us, but let's see what we could do. Let's go against this team first. We'll get it started. I'm going to manual most of these fights, to be honest. So they're going to get turns. Okay, so she is going to swap. Okay, so she didn't actually go for it. We survived the hit. That's big. That's actually really big. I could do Strengthen, or I could do attack all enemies, increase the duration of buffs, fill turn meter of all allies by 20%. I don't actually need to do that. I'm going to do this and put the Intercept, which is strong against Tormund. And then I can attack all enemies and steal buff. We were able to steal the increased attack. So that's going to help us with King Garog, right? And then King Garog comes in and says, boom! Ooh. Okay. We get a refresh. Attack all enemies, increase the duration. Okay. This is actually not bad. Hold on. Wait a minute. If the target's alive, places a true fear. And then we speed up. Look at that. We heal ourselves. And then we heal ourselves some more. Dang, this is actually good. I could also place potentially... Let's go with the quad hitter. Oh man, okay. That's really nice. That's a good first one. This one's against Embreeze. Let's see if we can win against Embreeze. Here we go. All right, so far so good. I'll take it. Wow, this is better than I expected so far. So they attack my Diamond because he's in the lead, and that's why I put him in Stone Skin. We don't get killed again. Let's go. And then we can, let's see, increase res, So it doesn't actually strip or remove the debuffs from us. Increase the duration, fill turn meters. Or I could heal. Let's go with the heals instead. Let's go with the steal. Okay, let's go with the steals. So we steal everything. Wow, that's actually really good. Okay, we died, so unfortunately, I would have to... Yeah, so with this one, we're probably going to end up losing because I'm not getting a revive, unfortunately. So this is the unfortunate part. Oh, yeah, I couldn't even get a turn. I'm getting feared. Embreeze is just really overpowered. I'm not going to fight him again. So this team is going to be very, very, very challenging. Maybe I'll fight him one more time, but we'll put her in the lead instead with the HP. But I doubt it. We probably won't get a turn. Now, the HP is going to help us get a little bit of a bigger shield here, but I don't know what we're going to do when he keeps on removing our Stone Skin. It's a bit of a problem. Yeah, if I can't even take a turn, that's a wicked big problem. So let's do this. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try to do this instead and heal up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think we even get a turn, to be honest. Yeah, so that's GG's. So basically, we just keep dying because they're way too fast. Let's go against this team. So that's 2 teams that I fought now. Let's do a refresh. Let's go against this team. This team's disgusting because of the Siegfried. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat him. So now I can't skip any teams because I did my first refresh. So let's do this. Intercept. Let's try to lock. I probably should have locked the I actually should have locked him, Siegfried. But it is what it is. We took the hit like a champ. It's good. And Siegfried Remove all debuffs from an ally. What's this one here? Strengthen. Let's go with the strengthen here. Let's get a refresh cooldown. And let's see if we can do anything here. Boom. Increase our durations. Let's go to Siegfried. Hopefully land it. Nope, we didn't. Quad hit here. Pretty decent hits. Not crazy, but it's better than nothing. All right, let's just do this. Take him out. He's going to revive everybody. Unfortunately, this does not go through... Unfortunately, it doesn't go through block damage. So it doesn't really do much because Siegfried is obviously disgusting, right? But now we can steal the block damage. So we steal the block damage, we place it on everybody. And let's see what happens here. He's taking a lot of turns, actually, so that's a bit of a problem there. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's remove those debuffs. Let's go ahead and put a True Fear that can't be resisted. Oh, wait, he has block buffs, so... Or block debuffs. We do get a couple more kills here. She revives. Let's go ahead and do this. Increase the duration of the buffs again. And let's try to hit him. Nice. Yeah, so far, we're doing okay. Nothing crazy, though. Need to make sure my King Garog stays alive. Yeah, because he just got targeted there. Block actives. King Garog, if he dies, it's pretty much over. Okay, we do get the kill there. That's big. We need to start healing up a little bit. Lady of Areth takes a turn. Okay, she doesn't have her big abilities back. Seems like... Let's go ahead and steal that increased speed. Nice. Big. Filter meters. Okay. Now we can do damage again. He counters. We do get the revive, though, thank God, because we killed her. He counterattacked, killed us, and then we were able to get a turn. That's... Thank God. Then we can do this, strengthen, heal up again. Yeah, Diamond's pretty strong, I will say. That actually saved us. Let's do this, heal us up again. That's unfortunate. Let's do this, speed him up. Intercept and strengthen so we don't get provoked. Let's go ahead and do the quad hit. Reduce the cooldown on abilities. Try to lock him again. We did. He does keep healing, which is annoying. UDKs can be the most annoying thing in the world to fight. I'll be completely honest. They can be super frustrating. Now, if I had my King Garog booked, or any of these champs booked, these fights would be a lot smoother. Unfortunately, they're just not that smooth without the books. Okay. Come on. Alright, yep, this fight's gonna take forever. Let's just go ahead and put it on auto. Let's see if we can finish this with an auto run. Oh, we actually got a stun on him on a 3%. Stun on a 3%, but we need to be able to kill him. Come on, one more turn. Okay, here we go, here we go. We get the increased attack. And finish him off. Come on. Finish him off. 2 hits. He keeps getting the heals, which is annoying. I do need increased attack. There we go. We get the kill. King Garog gets the kill in the end. Phew. Okay. He doesn't have Helm Smasher on. He doesn't have books, so keep that in mind. Here's another team here. This is number 3, I believe. 1, 2. This is about my 3rd team. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm just going to try it on full auto and see what happens. Let's just do a test on this one. Full auto. See if we can get the kill. He does sheep us, unfortunately, with the 550 res. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. And we might lose our Diamant right away. But we get the block damage from Lady of Areth. Okay. That's big. He weak hits the King Garog. I would have to focus, though, on the Python. Oh my God, we just got wrecked. Okay, that is a loss. We're going to go ahead and go to the next one. Dang. That's battle number 4 right there. Or 3, I think. Let's go over to here. Dang, I don't have any arena refill tokens. We'll just go ahead and spend the gems. Spending the gems for y'all. Let's make sure we smash that like button. Would really appreciate that. If you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel. This one I'm just going to run full auto as well and see what happens. We do get sleeped. And she removed the stone skin. So that's the unfortunate part, is if they remove stone skin. And then we won't do any damage anyways, so we lose this one as well. And then we go on to the next one. So these are very, very strong teams, by the way. So they're very challenging, right? Extremely challenging. You need incredible gear, full books, as well as good relics and masteries in order to win against these teams, in my opinion. So this is number 5 now, I think. I haven't really been keeping full track of this, but just trying to do what I can. Just allowing it to go full auto. Let's go full auto here. Block damage goes on. Now, if he had Helm Smasher and full books, I feel like he would just wipe teams. I honestly feel like King Garog could wipe a team like this with full books, full masteries, and we would be good to go. So we lost that one as well. Let's see if we can get on to the next one here. So that was number 6. Number 7 here. Let's see if we can get a win here. Number 7. Okay. Yeah. This is looking like a loss as well. Let's see if we can take out the healer first. Let's see if we can take out the healer. Okay. Nope. We get sheeped. I don't think we win this one either. Let's see what happens. Steal all the buffs. Yeah, I think Gamoran is very strong now, stealing all the buffs. Now, I haven't gotten sheeped yet, which I'm surprised, because that was a big concern, is getting sheeped. So we lost this one as well because he's dead and I won't be able to kill anybody. And I don't think I fought this team, but I'll probably lose this one too. And yeah, I'll probably just lose all of them at this point. So unfortunately, I'm definitely not going to win this tournament, the CC tournament at all. But at least I tried. So we lost this one as well. Not going to get a revive unless somebody dies. I think that was all the fights. Like, again, I'm facing mythicals here. It's kind of very, very challenging to go up against mythicals with these champions. Again, you need like disgusting gear to even fight a mythical to begin with, especially when you're getting locked out by Fabian, things like that. Now, I think that in the future reference, we maybe should be able to utilize other champs alongside Rebalance champs to even have a showcase here, right? Because it's hard to showcase champions when they don't have revives, like solid revives, or lockout, like full lockout on a team. There's just so much better champions, right? I think this is my 8th battle or 9th battle at this point, and I'll do 2 more, so that's a loss. Okay, so we go to the next one. And I'm going to do one more refresh because I think I fought everybody already, other than the Nias. I don't think I fought the Nias team. So this will be my 9th fight. And I think we only got 1 win, so yeah, that's not going to hold up very well, I think, against the other content creators. Okay. And of course, Nias can just solo everything, so probably a loss here as well. And he has the Wanda submission as well. This is another issue, is King Garog can get wanded over and over. So just due to the fact of RNG, strong relics in the game, very strong updates in this game in general, you know, unfortunately, we just wouldn't be able to win many, if at all, of these fights. Maybe I can kill the Rhodos? Yeah, no, definitely not. Not with the Marichka and Fabian. Plus, we're weak affinity against Duchess, so we just couldn't do enough damage. Now, I probably should have, in hindsight, brought in a second damage dealer like the Little Miss Annie, now that I think about it. But honestly, did what I could. I honestly figured I would get at least a few fights won, but no, we don't. I'm also very close to platinum, so keep that in mind. So we do get the loss here as well. So that's the 10 fights. Super quick, I will be honest. Nothing crazy out of that. We got absolutely pummeled. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, put your UID in the comments down below. And then let me know in the comment which champion that has been rebalanced that you utilize anywhere in the game. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on a video soon. Take care.